Bonjour, mon ami, and welcome to Murray Hill. We at TLM Enterprise always welcome new businesses. Just remember, don't get too ambitious. And we will stay good friends. Au revoir. À bientôt.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to AVPlays. Welcome back to Big Ambitions. As you can see, we are picking right back up on Wednesday, day 24. It is 7:58 a.m. and yesterday we made $88,000, doing pretty good. All right. So, as you could see at the beginning of this episode, we got a message from Terry because we opened up our restaurant in Murray Hill. So, Terry's noticing our ambitions, noticing what we're doing, so we have to keep an eye on that. Lauren Lane reached out to us to let us know that we are out of a bag of apples and gift expensive. That is to be expected for now. And then we have a couple of employee messages. Anna has a new demand, which is peaceful work environment. Same for Matthew. Cool. And last but not least, we finally got our health insurance manager to call us, and they gave us an offer of $9 per day per employee. Now, you can negotiate this. Other YouTubers have showed kind of what the negotiation process looks like, and it kind of sucks. You know what? I'll show you. Let's say I want it to be $8. Oh, well, I like that, but it's not perfect though. And 868, so we're saving money. I've seen them go like you put 8, they'll respond with 10, which is not really how negotiations work. I'm gonna accept this. Not bad. I like that. And we've marked off our next goal for Uncle Fred, so let's go ahead and let him talk.
You know, those office buildings don't have to be used for a headquarters. You can turn them into businesses and start earning more money with them instead. They don't even require inventory. They're basically just free money once you get them up and running. Set up a small office and see for yourself.
Awesome. So Uncle Fred would like us to rent an office building, recruit and hire the correct employees, create workstations and assign them, and open the business. So let's look at Market Insider. Let's look at Lower Manhattan, and let's look at demand. All right, so not really any office business that I can see. Let's go to Garment District. Nothing here as well. Hell's Kitchen. Murray Hill. All right, it's not the best time to open an office business, I guess. But let's see where lawyer falls on this list. There's 2 businesses, lawyer fee hourly 34%. We'll just open a law firm, and that's fine. Hopefully we can undercut the pricing enough that'll drop these guys' prices out. Sorry. Hopefully we can undercut the pricing enough that'll close these businesses down. We'll see. But I think that's the right approach. We could open up a graphic designer, but that's so much less money. That's half the income. So I think lawyer is the right one to go with, unless I'm missing programmer. No. Okay, so programmer is the least demanded item. That's fine. So we're going to take care of these. Then we'll look at an office building. Let's look at my employees. We have 3 cleaning employees up. And I left the recruiter going because we're going to start replacing our lower end cleaning employees. So we'll start with Burgers and Fries Garment District. And where are you? There we go. Perfect. So full time, scheduled hours. So no evening shifts. No morning shifts. Sounds like a great deal to me. Hold on. Now I'm confused. Yes, mark this. Okay. Did I not paste these? I did. Sweet. Now, you two, sorry, but you're fired. And you're going to head over to the next business, which is Industry City. Now let's look at the schedule there. 93, 99. You don't need anyone in Industry City, and so on. So the idea behind this is that we'll get rid of the worst of our employees and start being able to have, great cleaners. Like these guys, not great. Replace one. Slowly we'll replace Russell. And then we'll look at the part-timers. And now that we have HR manager, now that we have them on bronze, we can start looking at getting the rest of these set up. So like what I'll typically end up doing is one HR manager for gold, one HR for silver, one HR for bronze, one HR for nothing. And I know that's kind of a lot of money to spend, but it allows you to then separate by demand, save money. You're not giving, a bronze employee gold insurance, or people who don't want insurance, you're not paying for their insurance. And then as they start filling up, so like as this HR manager gets up to 50, then you get a new one. So we'll eventually get to that. We're not there quite yet, just because money-wise and all of that, the costs that go into it. But these guys are getting trained automatically, which is great. Average satisfaction's great. And they're getting replaced automatically by the headhunter. So, awesome. And let's head over, not to AJ Peterson and Son, but to New York City Distro to start buying those bags of apples. Now, I think it'll probably be useful to get another purchasing agent to handle these, so maybe we'll look at that today. All right, we're just dropping two of these off here. Oh, and there's still no music in this store. Okay. I wonder if it'll count if we open, like, if we turn on the TV. I wonder if that counts. That sound? Oh, you can't just turn it on? All right. We'll figure that out. Let's drop these guys off at Industry City. Okay, perfect. Now let's open up Google Maps. We'll sort by office buildings. Let's focus on Lower Manhattan. And Uncle Fred would like us to start a smaller one. I think we're going to just go all out. And this, I feel like that 4950 is going to be the best we can find. So I'm going to go ahead, rent that. And play law, we'll say. Kind of play on words of like play ball, but play law. And as always, you guys can suggest new names to me, but we'll go with that for now. Right off the bat, let's call marketing. Okay, city ads. And office buildings in particular require more marketing. I believe this one's going to be like the 6,000 plus a small. We'll see. But we'll definitely be paying upfront a lot of money into marketing. Yeah, so 6,000 doesn't even get us to 100. There we go. Well, I wonder if you can just save money and do this. Yeah. So $6,350 a day will be spent in marketing for this place. And let's turn this off for now so that we don't lose money. I think it's a perfect time, actually, to have our headhunter stop doing this. We're going to have our headhunter look for another headhunter. And we'll add that into our headquarters. And then both of those can start headhunting together. And we'll probably hire some HR managers today as well. I know I said we're not ready for that, but I feel like if we're going to add 50 new lawyers, we might as well start looking into that stuff as well. All right, so that's where our headquarters is. This is office. This is Mr. Scott's. Perfect. So let's go here and start thinking about how much it's going to cost. Actually, I think we have them in our phone, right? Mr. Scott's. Perfect. How can you help me? By telling me how much it's going to cost me to have 50 lawyers. Let's start with 25 off the bat. And it just dawned on me, actually, we don't need 25 of these. We want regular computers. It just dawned on me that in the last episode, I said we weren't going to start any new businesses until we paid off all our debts. So here I am lying about that, but that's okay. So right off, 25 already puts us to 42,000. Let's get 25 of these. And because the quality of the lawyers we're going to have, they're going to be very high quality lawyers, which means that they're going to have demands. So these basic items are probably going to be upgraded for someone. I think that is what we're going to go with for now. So $67,880 to have 25 computers, desks, chairs, and one office cooler delivered to Play Law today at 2 p.m., which means we can get this started today at 2 p.m. So we'll want to recruit 25 lawyers by then. Oh, taxi, stop. All right, let's head back over. We're going to go to here anyway, because I want to get, hopefully, not break the bank, and get 1 desk, 1 computer, 1 chair, which is 2,900. And I know I just said how much that was going to cost, but it doesn't tell you either. All right, that's fine. Let's not. We have 4 employees. Let's take a look at our headquarters first and see if we have enough for desks over there anyway. And we are going to be taking this on foot, so I'll see you guys when we get there. All right, so we do only have 4 desks in here, so we're not quite ready for that extra headhunter quite yet because we don't have enough money for it. I suppose we could steal one of the desks from the law office for this, which is exactly what I'll do. So let's wait until those items come in for our law office. I'm going to walk over there. Where were you? We're over here. All right, that makes perfect sense. Let's walk over to our law office. We'll wait until those items come in, and then we'll start prepping from there. Because, there you go. So we'll have... Ooh, I was not expecting that. All right, so that was furniture for Murray Hill. Crud. So, guess we're hopping on the phone with Fantander, and we'll take out, it's just another 10,000. That won't hurt us too much. All right. That way we have the amount of money we need to make sure that that delivery will go in. I have never taken out so many loans in a playthrough of this, but whatever, they're there for a reason. And that gives us the ability to go in here and actually buy this without worrying. Let's bring it over to our headquarters while we're there. And hire that headhunter. And then we'll begin to do this as I planned, which was to take each headhunter and throw it at one at part-time lawyers, one at full-time lawyers. Now, law firms aren't necessarily suggested to be open on the weekends, but I think you still make a little bit of money on those settings, so it's still valuable to have it on the weekend. Perfect. And let's look at these. Well, we'll take this guy and we'll get him a phone at some point. Fire the rest of you guys. Let's go ahead and place the new headhunter at his desk or her desk. And let's add another headhunter. Sweet. So let's stop recruiting. We're going to go lawyer, full-time, and the same kind of idea. Perfect. Lawyer, part-time. Sweet. And then at 11, we'll have quite a bit of lawyers. And let's head back over to our law firm. And we're going to kind of wait it out until the next delivery. I don't think there's much that's going to happen until then. So I will pick you guys up at 1400 when the delivery drops. And this is quite a big building, so we'll be able to do a lot with this. And of course, it'll have to fit 50 lawyers, so you can think of all that goes into that. Yeah, I'll see you guys when the delivery drops at 1400. All right, and our delivery came in. let's look at setting this up. And we have a whole bunch of lawyers to hire as well. So let's look at this. So feel like you want them to look at the people. We could set up like a little pod like that. I need one more desk. Great. And then we'll just like set up little pods like this. All right, keep going. Then we'll set up another set just like we have in front of them. We move these guys. And with the office buildings as well, you do still need to think about interiors. So that is something to keep in mind. And we'll look at that when we have just enough money to worry about interiors. Unfortunately, I've had us blow through money in this series. But is it me blowing through money or is it Uncle Fred? That's the real question. Okay. Four more chairs to put. And I believe I put this desk backwards. Just plop this here. Exit. Spin this desk around. Put the chair there now. And then time to place all the computers. And as you can see, this law firm also requires 4 bathroom stalls. So these little bathrooms. So that's another thing we'll have to get in here. I'm not sure if you can open it before the bathroom stalls. So hopefully you can. If not, we will be taking out another loan to work on that, which is awful. And I'm assuming all of these like little error notifications are just how the chairs are placed, hopefully. And I just put one of these computers under the desk right here. So we'll fix that as well. And let's place this water cooler. We'll just like use that as a break room. All right, so yeah, there you go. Perfect. Same with you. You. Oh, this one was under. Everything looks good. All right, let's see what we've got as far as lawyers. And I forgot to adjust the quality rating on the part-timers. Oops. So we'll go ahead and redo that. That's okay, because we're not close to the weekend quite yet. Then everyone else is getting hired. And let's start placing them at desks. And I believe the best times to have a law firm open are going to be 8 to 4. So 1 extra hour. And we'll see if we keep that. We might not. We might. Odd. Were all of these part-timers? Okay. Oh. This would make lots of sense. No one stops me from being stupid. All right. So we'll do that. We'll leave this. Or well, let's increase the quality. And I guess we have a whole bunch of lawyers for Saturday and Sunday. So that works. And that guy doesn't want weekends. Step off his chair, computer monitor. So most of these guys will be pretty upset to begin with. That is perfectly fine because we will be offering them what they want eventually. Except for that last person who wants no weekends but is a part-timer. So we'll fire you. All right. So we have this all staffed. We have it looking well. And let's head over to Essentials Appliances. And well, let's call them first. Let's look at what the pricing for these are going to be so that we can get an idea if we need to take out an extra loan for today or not. So bathroom stall is $2,100. We need 4. Perfect. Right off, we know we need another loan. So let's go ahead to Vantander. Let's call, and I think we took out 10,000 plus 4,000. We'll do another 20,000. And of course, we could just wait until tomorrow and do this, but we want to get this one up and running today. So let's try and catch a taxi over to Essentials. Perfect. We need 4 stalls, 4 sinks. And really, for now, that's how we're going to set this up. And I think Essentials is right down, so we don't even need a taxi. Perfect. And let's grab this. We'll grab 4 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we, as much as we would love to see this and make this a fancier law firm today, we're not there quite yet. So we will keep it as kind of bare bones, and as we make more money, we will start building it out more. And I wonder, while you're in the law firm if you can be a law employee. We'll see that. We'll check that out. All right, bathroom stalls are going to go here. And here, I guess. Sinks will go here. And here. Perfect. Now all we have to do is hopefully get quality lawyers at the top of the hour, which I'm not even sure, because the headquarters, when does the headquarters close? Yeah, 3. I am not sure we'll even get them for today, so all that would be wasted. But, you know what? That's just the name of the game. So while we're waiting on that, let's go take care of the salad. And this is probably a logistics issue. So, yeah, because we have enough salad in our warehouse, we're not sending enough salad to the store. So I'm going to bump this up to 400. And we'll see if tomorrow we avoid this salad issue. And perfect. We actually did get 4 more. Let's hire them. And we'll have 2 full-time lawyers. For today. And let's deal with the part-timers. Oh, I did it on Sunday. Weird. Part-time. Great. Great. Copy over. And now our law firm is open. Let's see what Uncle Fred has to say.
I'm telling you, you keep this up and no one will be able to stop you. Okay, kid, I got one more trick to show you. It's the easiest way to start a business. Just buy one that already exists. Ooh, done. New business, ready to go.
Awesome. So Uncle Fred would like us to do one of the most expensive actions in the game, and that would be to buy out an existing business. So we will work on doing that. It probably will not be accomplished in this episode or any of the next few, because now we will be paying back loans. So we've got 1 loan off our books, quite a few more to go. And so over the course of the next few days, we will be paying off all of these. And hopefully that'll get us to a point where we are up and running in a solid way. So let's grab the salad bar, or salad, and we'll grab one of them, because we don't have enough for another. And let's drop this off at Burgers and Fries Garment District. And then I believe that would be a good time to call this an episode. I'm trying to keep these... The last few episodes were a lot longer and seem to not do as well. Not that I care about how these are performing, but I want people to want to watch these. And I think that an episode of this game being this long, and I'm not even following to the right location. An episode of this game being this long seems to be kind of a lot to dump at someone. So I want to try and keep these to like 30 to 45 minutes versus an hour 30. So I think we'll drop this off. We'll call it an episode. I think that makes perfect sense. And I really like where we're at with our businesses, where we're at gameplay-wise. So if you guys have thoughts on that, please let me know. I did receive a comment, which I was super excited about, which asked me not to jump around a lot, which I will be keeping you guys in on every bit of gameplay from now on, other than like boring drives. I will have you guys in on all of this to keep you in the loop on exactly what's happening at all times. So I like that a lot. Drives me nuts when other YouTubers do it as well. But I think this is a perfect time to call it. We will catch up in the next episode where we'll just be picking up either right here or on Thursday morning. That way we have some money to play with. And we will be continuing to staff the law firm. We'll pay back some loans, and we'll be going from there. So if you guys like this, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.